Guys, we have another winner from E-flite. If you don't know about the Viper jets, they're some of the easiest, some of the best flying, and some of the most capable jets ever made. E-flite originally had a 70 millimeter, it had retracts, it had flaps, it ran on a 6S. Then they went big, right? They went 90 millimeter. Moving down a bit, they went 64 millimeter, which was a yellow scheme. That one did not have retracts. It was a good entry level EDF. It had some cool modes if you wanted to take the landing gear off, which this one does have too. And now guys, we have a 30 millimeter, a fly anywhere size. So typically the UMX planes come in one piece, right? Assembled. From what I've seen, because I didn't actually take it out yet, as you see, it's still taped up. You do have to put the wing on. So first things first, little gear here. You don't actually have to use this. As I said, this does have auto assist launch mode, which is a big plus because with the gear off on these smaller models, you're obviously gonna have a little more speed, a little more vertical performance. In this video, we're gonna do both. We're gonna do gear on, gear off. Guys, this thing is sweet looking. So exactly the same scheme as their original 70 millimeter, just scaled down. And I mean, this thing is beautiful. Just looking at it, the paint is beautiful. You got these little fins on the bottom. And then we have the wing. I gotta be honest, a little bummed out that I have to install this wing. I hope they made it super easy. So let me see. You know I don't read directions. All right, quick connect. Big plus there. Slides into place. Could it be that easy? And it is. It is that easy. Wing is on. All right, I take back what I said. I do not mind that you have to assemble this. That took me all of about 10 seconds without reading the directions. Guys, we have a Viper jet. This is beautiful. Inside, little simulated cockpit. We do have lights on the wingtips. No flaps on this one. The 70 millimeter did have flaps. Would have been cool if they added flaps, but you would have added to the weight. Now, speaking of weight, with the recommended battery, which is gonna be right here, guys, we're gonna be running a 4S. So this is a 4S power system, 450 milliamp battery. This thing is coming in at 185 grams. Well under the 250 gram FAA limit, which means first flight, guys, in front of my house. It's happening. We're doing it. But first, let's get the landing gear on. Pretty simple. Pops into place. I guess taking it off is just as easy. You just pinch it and pull it. You do have to set it up, but at least it's easy, right? It went together very fast. There's a little magnet in the front there. So you pull up in the front and slide out. You got a little tongue and groove action there. IC2 connector, we do have Velcro to hold the battery in. Linear servos, guys, we're trying to keep the weight down, right? We are 185 grams. We're staying under 250 grams. Big plus, especially today with all these regulations. Now we have a jet, fly anywhere jet. I mean, I think that's big plus. 30 millimeter fan. This thing should scoot along. Only one thing left to do. Let's get that remote turned on. Let's make a new model. And I want to see if this has that smart load file. The smart load file, if you have a NX or an IX radio, there's no programming. You just hit bind and there's a load file in it. You hit load and it's programmed exactly the way Horizon Hobby and E-flite wants you to fly it. Not sure if this has it. The moment of truth. Let's see. Packets found. That's a good sign. Might have a smart load file. Nah, they didn't give me a smart load file. All right, let's make sure everything's working in the right direction. So we got up, down, we got left, right. Everything is working in the right direction. On a bright note, these are some of the brightest lights I've ever seen on a model, let alone a UMX. These are super bright. Kind of power we got. Got a little thrust to it. Guys, I'm excited. So first things first, I'm gonna bring this out front. We're gonna fly it in front of the house, do a couple takeoff and landings. I'm gonna show you that you can fly this in a small space since legally I'm allowed. And then we're gonna bring it to the field and we're gonna try some stuff, some stick jamming, some knife edging, some speed passes, gear on, gear off, all the good stuff with the safe demonstration. Then I'm gonna be giving my honest opinion. Do I think it's worth? I'm not sure of the price, but I can tell you it's a great looking model. Now we just need to see if it flies good. So let's get out front. We have the 450 milliamp 4S inside. Now, if you look, there's plenty of room to move it back and forth. So if your CG isn't right, you know, you will have no issue shifting that. So we do have safe. Let's see, that is safe on, safe off. So I'm gonna fly this safe off. That way I have full control. And you know what? I didn't set any expo, so I'm gonna do that real quick. That way it's not that sensitive when I go to take off. And the smaller ones are a little easier, but I'm still gonna stick with 30 for the elevator. We'll do 25. And then for the rudder, I'll do 20. Keep it simple. Now, if you guys don't know, I did get the FMS F86 UMX early release, and I did fly it in front of my house, and I actually sent that thing into the ground pretty hard, which I'm showing you the video. So I am a little nervous with this, and you would think I wouldn't be nervous with this because I did have the 70 millimeter prior to knowing about any regulations and stuff. And yes, I did fly that thing in front of my house. Now I have the one that I actually can fly in front of my house. So Oh, plenty of ground control there. So that's right, let's try left. Guys, that was like 50% power. Now the full review is not here, right? I'm just trying it out in front of my house to show you guys that this is a true fly it anywhere size jet. First opinions, super smooth. 40% power, maybe 50. I know the camera's probably having a hard time catching that because of the color, but tell you what we'll do. We'll bring it in for a land real quick and then we'll go back up now that I got a feel for it. Nice easy glide scope. She needs flaps. Way better than I did with the F86. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take off and fly nice right in front of us. I'm taking off. All right, full power climb. Guys, what are we thinking right now? Fly it anywhere size EDF, man. Now, once I'm at the field, I'll really be able to slow this thing down, check the stall speed, and we'll be able to tell like if we can actually fly this thing in my backyard. But I did want to just show you guys that you can fly it in front of your house. Oh, I'm liking how smooth this thing is. All right, let's call that a maiden. Get this bad boy in. Guys, she flares beautifully. All right, she's in one piece. I'm very happy about that. Now we're gonna get this thing to the field. We're gonna do the proper test. As I said while I was unboxing it, guys, this thing does have easy launch assist mode, some other cool stuff, so we can take that landing gear off. The only way to really try this thing out is in an open field, not in front of my house. So let's get to the field. Just show the people the dedication. Guys, I can't even get to my runway, but this is the only calm day we got before this thing comes out. Now, since we don't have a runway, we do have to take that landing gear off. I want to show you quick that front gear. It is steerable, but it is extremely easy to come off. You just pull. The rear landing gear, these come forward, out. And just like that, guys, we're ready to fly this thing. Now, auto assist launch mode, safe needs to be on. So let's make sure safe is on. Quick hand throw, and that's really it. Make sure your throttle's above half. Just like that, she's up. Now I'm leaving it in safe for a second. It's gonna be very difficult to film this way, but this thing has plenty of power. Now guys, if you can't tell, let me bring it up top real quick. That way you can see. I'm full left. See, it has self-leveling, full right. I'm gonna go safe off. I'm inverted, hit the switch, back to level. Guys, safe. That is why anyone can fly this. You know, they're saying skill level 2. I kind of understand it because it does have a lot of power. But I mean, I think, yeah, I think a beginner with safe on can fly this thing. But let's see, what's important to me is how this thing flies safe off, guys. So the gyro is off, my airplane AS3X is working. Let's go full vertical. Oh, she got plenty of vertical. Guys, 4S is the way to go. This is kind of crazy because it looks identical to that 70mm. I really wish this thing had flaps. That's my only dilemma. If it had flaps, it would be that much better for me, but it flies amazing. As you see here, I'm not using any rudder for these turns. She's taking up plenty of field. All right, let's slow it down. See, AS3X is rocking. We got a little bit of wind going right now. A little rudder on that turn. Guys, this thing's crisp. All right, here's what I want to do. I want to do a full speed pass, then we're going to do a vertical climb, then I want to stall test it and see what the stall capabilities are. Speed's on. Dude, this thing's fast. Coming around. And we're going vertical. That is the best vertical performance I've ever seen on a 30mm. Crispy. Guess we'll do a nice land. Nope. This thing got some speed to it, man.
I'm kind of dumbfounded right now. I am enjoying it though. White and blue plane, white ground, blue sky, a little tough to see. The lights definitely help a little bit. But I guess I'm really gonna have to do a part 2 and everything thaws out and I could actually, you know, get a feel for it. I wonder if I could do like a, it's really powdery, but I'm curious if I could touch and take off. Let's see if I can get a touch and go in this.
Hey, you won.
I touched. Let's do it again. The reason I'm doing it towards me is I don't want to actually sink in and have to walk all the way out there to go get it. Guys, this is super powdery snow right here.
Where'd you go?
I know you lost that.
You. Where are you?
Knife edges. I mean, this thing's aerobatic too. This is fun, man. Let's stick jam real quick. See how she goes. Climbing, jam the sticks. And climb out of it. No throttle needed. All right, while I'm still on this battery, we'll do a quick stall test. Let's go into the wind for that. That way I don't send this thing smashing into the ground. She looks so good in the air, man. All right, we're up. Power's coming off. Power's coming off. Bringing that elevator back. It's all the way back. All right, yeah, she stalls. That wing went over pretty easy. I'm gonna let Tom actually do it fully, but let's bring her in for a land. Strap another battery in this thing. See how long we've been up for. We'll check out battery voltage. Nice. Guys, I'm loving the new Spectrum battery checker. Not only because, you know, it's definitely useful. It has all the different sizes if you're using G2 pack. So IC2, IC3, and IC5. This isn't a G2 pack, so I will be using the balance lead. I was in the air for 3 minutes and 6 seconds, and we are at 373. So 3 minutes, 30 seconds is all you're getting on this thing, guys. 3 minutes and 30 seconds on a 30mm Viper. I mean, it's good. It's not great, right? We'd like to see 4+. I'm sure we can get 4. It's just super cold where I'm flying right now. So now that I'm getting a little more comfy, we're gonna get one more flight on this thing. See if I can do some aerobatics with it. SAFE is now off, guys. This thing is beautiful. E-flite, you guys are really knocking it out the park. The F86 was cool. In my opinion, this flies a lot better. I don't know if it's as floaty as the ME262. That might have a little bit better wing loading. But I mean, this thing flies great. We'll go on vertical. Guys, if you're looking for a fly anywhere jet, easy to fly, very capable. I mean, this is definitely the option right here. I just think E-flite, they're really just doing big things, man. That little Aerobatics, the UMX Aerobatics, one of the best flying flat foamies I've ever flown with no assembly. Now we got the Viper. Again, man, the wing slid on, just one little hand tightened screw and this thing's ready to fly. I mean, it's just, you know, I don't think any other companies are really doing the UMXs like this. The only other small jet that's gonna compete with this thing, which honestly, I fly them and I like them, minimum RC, they're no competition for this. Those little F-16s fly nowhere near as good as this thing. And, you know, this is gonna be a little bit more durable. Price point probably right around the same, I think. This thing is wicked. I'm still feeling it out. I just wish I could see it better, man. I'm like snowblind from the white snow, and then the plane with the white and blue, it's a little bit challenging to see. I think with those lights, a nice dusk flight, I might have to follow this up with one more flight in front of my house, like as it's getting dark, so we could showcase these lights. I mean, it slows down pretty good. Punches out quick too. Guys, this thing is crazy. All right, let's try inverted one more time. Maybe I can see it a little better. It is, it's tough, man. I know the camera's probably not fully understanding, like the camera view's not gonna fully understand what my eyes are seeing right now, but I'm snowblind. Anybody that goes outside without glasses, because I don't have glasses on right now because I dropped them in the snow, you guys are understanding how I'm feeling right now. Let's get this thing in. Power's been off.
Oh.
I mean, I'm smiling ear to ear. I like it. I do. Genuinely like this. What I want to do, now that I understand how it flies a little better being at the field, I'm going to do one more flight in front of my house. Maybe when it's getting dark or the sun's coming up, going down, I'm not sure yet. We're going to see what the wind does. Hopefully it happens before this comes out, because I do want to get one more flight on this to show you guys, you know, just how good this thing looks without this snow in the background. So let's get back to the front of my house and let's get this thing in the air.
Well, unfortunately for me, the weather is not cooperating. Definitely a tough time of the year. I do want to say thanks to Horizon for sending me this and allowing me to do an initial review, but I'm definitely going to have to circle back. Now, my initial thoughts on this thing, it's cool, man. It looks amazing. As I said many times, it's identical to the 70mm, just scaled down. You know, it looks great. The lights are beautiful. And that's really what I wanted to showcase for you guys, because it's definitely hard to see out in a field full of snow with the white, the blue. But I mean, all in, it flew great. AS3X is tuned perfectly. SAFE technology works amazing. And I think that this is going to be a real winner for me this spring. It's going to be one that I probably fly in the front of my house, maybe even backyard, depending, you know, how I feel. Bringing it in, slowing it down. If it had flaps, I'd be able to slow it down a little more, but I just really need to do a little more testing on flying it, get comfortable with it. But my initial thoughts, guys, it really is cool. I'm loving the smaller stuff. 30mm EDFs are definitely on the top of the list, especially with the amount of power that these things are putting out on 4S. If you guys are interested in this, I did leave the link down below. Let me know in the comments, are you excited for the part 2? Or was this enough for you to say, hey, I think it's worth going out and picking one up? But either way, guys, I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching. Till next time.